Hey everybody, the other Contact here, and to be completely honest, I had a script for this discussions video, but I don't think I'm going to be able to follow a script for this, so I'm just going to wing it. Today I'm going to be talking about who I'd like to see being added to the base roster of One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. And in addition to that, I'm going to extend the discussion to how I think the game would categorize each character, similar to Pirate Warriors 3 since the demo seems to be hinting towards that. And after filling in the rest of the character selection with Luffy's picture, I'm going to be assuming that each character is going to be no more than 11 characters each. So with that in mind, we have the Straw Hats with Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Usopp, Sanji, Chopper, Robin, Frankie, Brook, and Jinbei. Since it now extends to the whole Cake arc, I'm assuming Jinbei would be categorized with the Straw Hats now. Next up, we have the Marines, in which case we have Smoker, Tashigi, Akainu, Kizaru, Fujitora, and I also read on the wiki that Sengoku is going to be a playable character, although I'm going to be taking that with a grain of salt, because the last time when I believed a wiki saying that a character was playable in a Warriors game, I later found out that you actually can't play as Futaba in Persona 5 Scramble, so I was a bit disappointed about that. But if Sengoku does end up being playable, then I could see them bringing Garp back from Pirate Warriors 3 as being a playable character in Pirate Warriors 4. Now for the next category, I'm going to be calling it Others 1, similar to how Pirate Warriors 3 called it Pirate 1, although this group is probably going to be more specific, rather than just throwing in random characters the way Pirate Warriors 3 did. I believe Perona and Moria was in it, along with Doflamingo, where they had nothing in common. But in this group, for Pirate Warriors 4, I have Bartolomeo, Cavendish, Capone, I think he's referred to as Bege, I think, although I'm not even sure if that's how you pronounce his name, which is why I'm calling him Capone. We also have Lucci, Law, Hawkins, Kid, and Kiemon. Kiemon's not confirmed, although it would not surprise me if he ended up being playable. And as for Others 2, or Pirate 2, whatever you wish to call it, these are, instead of leaders of their respective groups, these are subordinates of their respective groups. In which case I have Ace, Marco, Kuzan, the Bootleg Power Rangers, which I'm sorry to all Vinsmoke sibling fans, because that is what I've always thought of them to be, and I will always refer to them as such. Carrot, Katakuri, Sabo, and Ivankov. Next up is the obvious category, which is Yonko, which I have Whitebeard, Big Mom, Kaido, Shanks, and Blackbeard, all in a convenient category by themselves. And then lastly, this is the one that makes the most sense to me as to why these characters are put into the game, is Shichibukais, which are all the characters who have had this status before. So that would include Mihawk, Hancock, Kuma, Buggy, Doflamingo, Moria, which I would assume they would bring back for this category to work. But with that being said, Perona would have to get cut. And the last character in this category would be Crocodile. And as for cut characters, which I believe will not be in this game, along with Perona, are Eneru and Magellan. And I know there are going to be quite a few people who would hate hearing me say that, because I know there are actually a lot of people who are fans of Eneru. I am not one of those people. So, that is a quick rundown of all the characters that I think will be in the game for base roster, with the new and new, in air quotes, being Kiemon, Garp, Kuma, and Moria. And then, as well as two other characters, which are, I guess, honorable mentions, that I originally wanted to be added to the roster, although it kind of conflicted with how I categorized every character. Those being Monet and Koala, mainly because I wanted more female characters to be in the game. but if Monet was to be added into the game, then Caesar would also have to be added into the game, but because they're both subordinates to Doflamingo, that would exceed my 11 character limit, so that seemed less likely. And as for Koala, I originally thought that Sabo, Ivankov, and Kuma could be categorized in a Revolutionary Army category, but there really aren't that many members of the Revolutionary Army that could be considered playable other than Koala because she was playable in Burning Blood, so that was also a bust. So, we're left with 48, which is still a pretty sizable amount for a Pirate Warriors game. And it's still more than 37, so hey, there you go. And with that, that's going to be it for this discussions video. So, thank you to everyone who decided to watch this video, and if you'd like, you can go ahead and tell me which character you'd like to see in the game before the game comes out in less than 2 weeks, and also if you're excited for the game. And until next time, I will see you guys in the next discussions video. So until then, bye-nie!